It's just a term we use for convenience. I see what you're doing there, Tachulu, and you shut your face. Ghosts are more defined than fish are. You're right, though. If you want to go with that, ghosts don't exist. I kind of think they do, but not in any definition of the word ghost. Like, I can't say I disbelieve that ghosts exist. I have an idea in my head of what could exist and be reasonably defined, possibly as a ghost by someone who experiences it. But no, I don't actually think the way that is portrayed in media, ghosts could exist. However, I don't see obsidian blocks. Can they not access down there? Oh, the room worked. I forgot all about the flooding room. We can't access over there. That's amazing. That actually worked. I'm pleasantly surprised. I forgot about that room. That was a good stress test. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I was talking about the shrine, but I haven't actually sent the request for points because they're sold out right now. Well, I have a request for you, or from someone, to make a shrine to the turkey. Is that the one you're talking about? The turkey shrine? I've got 5 rooms in the queue right now. I'm trying to work through them. Speedy noob, I would have gotten a high quality room, but it says it's out of stock, so a medium will do. I'm rejecting that one because I think the next one below is the one where he specified, because I said, please be specific. So I'm rejecting that one because now it says, I want an office with a, so I'm going to say that we have one less room. A room where we all take turns assaulting Kai's skeleton. That is a joke. I'm removing it. So now I have 3 rooms, a shrine to that heroic turkey. Problem is, I don't know what turkey it was, but I can do a shrine, I can do a statue to a turkey kicking that dude's ass. So we'll do a statue made from, well, this one will be out of cobaltite. And the detail of the image, oh wait, before the image, what was it that died? I know it was an Etten, but who? What Etten? Where's this damn Etten? What was his name? So I want to track him down by name. The blind cave ogre is fighting. Where's this fucking Etten? Turkey gobbler, turkey hen. It's gotta be around here somewhere, right? Does anyone remember what that Etten's name was? Hellfire. Stop requesting a bird and shrubbery room. I have your request. For fuck's sake. I have your request. I just haven't done it yet. Stop requesting bird and shrubbery rooms. I'm gonna like find a way to ban you for making requests if you keep filling my thing with bird and shrubbery room requests. I've got it there. I keep trying to get to it, but you've taxed my brain on how to do one. Where is this fucking Etten? Does anyone remember what the Etten's name was? I'm not seeing the Etten here. I don't think I can do a search in this screen. Turkey? If the turkey was fighting, they would have had him been fighting the Etten. So why don't I see the Etten in this list? Tree hater, artist is fighting, turkey gobbler is fighting. Granted, it says no announcements anymore, so I'm guessing it got purged. Does anyone remember? Just look at the corpse. Good point. There is, in fact, a corpse of the damn thing, so that would probably tell me. I pushed the wrong button. Does any of these look like an Etten name? Is there a way to search? There is a way to search. Search. Etten. Shit. Now we have to go the other way around because I don't remember which of these is the fucking Etten's name still. Spatter of champion strength, the cerulean poems, Etten blood. I'm gonna say it was that one. That was the Etten. That is covered in the Etten blood. So, Acurman. Acurman the Etten. Image. Historical figure. Acurman. Why is it not going to show up? Do you hate me? Do you hate me, game? Oh, maybe it's a new image and then say historical figure. Procurement? Does it not count as a historical figure? It had a name. Creature. Etten. I could do an Etten, but it won't let me do that Etten. One Etten creature. Turkey. It was a turkey hen, wasn't it? Action or relationship. X is being flayed. No, I want is attacking. Well, it did bite him, so it would be impaled. Right? It's praying to, is prostrating, is refusing, is screaming, is shooting, speaking, is striking a menacing pose, is striking down. We'll say is striking down. Choose X. The turkey hen is striking down the Etten. The bronze abbey. It's the image of an Etten and a turkey hen. The turkey hen is striking down the Etten. We'll do this for now, because apparently I don't know how to find the specific name. All right. So that will be a shrine to the heroic turkey. I'm working on that now. A birds and shrubbery room. All right. So I was trying to plan on digging out a room. I don't know if I ever got around to digging out the room. A beds and shrubbery room. Now, what is above this? I don't need to make it that big. 1, 2, 3, 4, down to here. So I will cancel this. This will be a channel over to here. That interrupts a jeweler's. Let's get rid of the jeweler's. I'll channel that down, wall it over again. That way it'll be able to grow the shrubberies as needed. And then I will use that as just a regular old petting room. And that will be a bird and shrubbery room because it will have plants that grow in it. It'll be a generic meeting area, and I will station birds in there. It'll be just a meeting area with birds and shrubbery. Because I think that's like the last way to define a bird and shrubbery room that I have not done, is one where there's natural shrubbery and birds that eat it. And you just go in there and you pet them. That was someone else. I wanted a shrine for KV's bird and shrubbery room, but I haven't requested it yet. What's the best rogue class to play? Stealthy archers, sneaky sabbers, or someone disguised as a bush? What are you talking about, Alapega? Let's look at the corpse. Feel free to suggest more options for rogues. Are you talking about D&D or are you talking about Dwarf Fortress? Those in the corpse pile, the flashing E. Yes, it was a hen. Not impaled. Remember to place a new jeweler's afterwards. You're not wrong. I'm feeling I should move the jewelers all the way into the tower, though. Want an office with a woodworking bench, and then Speedy Noob, I see your office. Build construction floor. Obsidian blocks. No, we're wood up here. All right. That will start allowing things to grow in there. This will just be a 3-wide door. We'll Z out these things. They should be able to change those around. And then I will have this. Won't even be used for eggs or anything. What do I put in here? It's not the turkeys. The turkeys have a room. They do things. They have very specific underground rooms where they're there for laying eggs. So we'll put the goose in here. That is a bird. Peacock. Any other birds? Is that all the birds we have? That is all the birds we have. Because the turkeys have a dedicated turkey room. And then if it is allowed to grow, plants, I believe, will grow in this. Maybe. So I'm not seeing plants over there. So I might need something that counts as outside to get plants in. If I then cover it over, would it stop the plants? How is that cave moss? It should be, it is outside. Weird. All right, we'll work on that one in a minute. The shrubbery. And then I'll also set that as a meeting area. There you go. Complete that one. Shrine to the heroic turkey. Working on the shrine. Second RPG games in general. Can he be a bush in Dwarf Fortress though? That's what was throwing me off. Like I wasn't sure what you were talking about for a bush. But you're saying what's the best rogue class to play? Stealthy, sneaky, or bush? Well, bush is sneaky. Kind of depends on who you're playing with. I prefer, if I'm going combat, to do ranged / you're already dead. I do not like the idea of a rogue who is getting into melee distance with the off chance that maybe it's doing particular sneak attack damage. I don't like doing those type of rogues myself. If I'm going to do ranged, usually if I'm doing like a full sniper build, which is much easier in 3.5, I think it is doable because of the guns in 5th edition, if your DM allows the rules. And in Pathfinder, they kind of half allow the rules, but kind of not. Pathfinder screwed up the entire the gun system. I do not like the gun system at all. It works in Pathfinder, but it only works if you think it works. How did you destroy something, you idiot? And by that, I mean there are 5 rules. Is this just covered in mud? There are 5 rules as to the availability of guns. So there are a whole bunch of rules like, oh, this is how this works for building and or repairing this. And then you find out later it's, oh, no, that's how that works if guns are readily available. But your DM wanted it to not be everyone is using guns. So he's only 2. So he said guns were an emergent technology, which means that, no, the guns aren't available. They do not work that way because of what he chose. So there's a weird... Like, I don't like it when the people who write the rules don't know how their own rules work. If the people who wrote the rules don't know how it works, then I immediately don't like the rules. So I don't like the guns in Pathfinder. But in 5th edition, from what I understand, they work okay. And in 3.5, you did not have readily access to guns, but you're able to do enough with crossbows that you were good. If I was going to do a snipery type build, what I would also say is to make it worse is to do it with a poisoning type situation. I really like the ideas of, oh, I'm in combat. Oh, BT dubs, you now have a massive disability because of something I did a minute ago. If I'm going to be doing a rogue for purposes of combat, that is the 2 types of combat that I really like going. Otherwise though, usually what I would do for rogue is the I get my way rogue. I prefer the social rogue. More so than talking, particularly in 3.5. I think forgery is still applicable in Pathfinder, but I have not seen anything involving it, and I have no clue about forgery in 5th edition. Is forgery. You can get so much done with forgery. It is such an underappreciated skill, particularly in 3.5, that if you just try to use it to your advantage, your DM will start sweating. Every time you get someone to do something in writing, you just write down on your character sheet, you have, I have the captain of the guard's handwriting. Or I have this source of, because it makes your checks a lot easier to do for forgery. Oh my God, you start making the DM sweat as you're collecting people's handwritings. And then when you're done, you would start backing it up. With forgery, you can do a self-assist if your rolls are too low. What I mean is, in RPGs, it's if, oh, I'm wanting to do this, someone else can be like, well, I assist them. They have a much lower DC, and if they pass, all they do is they give you a +2 to it. In 5th edition, they don't give you a +2. I think they give you advantage. So, slightly better depending upon your stats. But at least with 3.5 and forgery, because you had another document to verify and back up the primary document, you're able to assist yourself. The more handwritings you're able to duplicate and submit them together, the more flat bonuses you're able to get to your roll. So by the end of it, the more you're in one area, the stronger you are at getting shit done. At least until such time as someone catches wind that you're doing it. And if someone catches wind that you're doing it and they try to put a stop to it, well, then it sounds like that person's time is up and they've got to die. I like doing stuff like that. I would like you to join the GTA role-playing server I'm part of. I'm gonna try and role-play as you. So here's the thing, I don't have GTA, and I'm kind of not a fan of GTA. Make this clear. I like most to all the GTAs, except for the latest one, the one that they've never updated from in like a bunch of years. Near as I can tell is just more and more updates of how can we let hackers grief you and how can we try to get money out of you, and that just irks the shit out of me. So I don't do the latest GTA, which I feel is required for a GTA role-playing thing, because I kind of just don't like that game. I like the idea of GTA. I had all the other GTAs, but that GTA annoyed the hell out of me. Let's set up a Discord D&D. I'll play a halfling monk. So I was on the side also kind of thinking of doing that. Was maybe doing some type of DMing style. I'm not sure what I would be doing or how I'd be doing it, mostly because I never seem to get commitment on those type of things. I couldn't even get people to commit to werewolf. I couldn't get people to commit to a werewolf game. So I'm not sure what all I would be able to do for a game like that. On Thursday, I think it changed over to Borderlands pre-sequel and 2. Now, see, I like, a lot of people didn't like them, but I love pre-sequel. I love the stupid shit that you do in pre-sequel, but a lot of people didn't like it. I don't know why. Build construction wall. Let's rebuild this wall. Obsidian blocks. It's a modded experience. Airmail, I have commitment issues, partly why I don't have a schedule. Yeah, Borderlands pre-sequel was a whole bundle of fun, but for some reason, like, a lot of people didn't like it. Like, Borderlands the pre-sequel ended up in a weird position where there were people who liked 1 but didn't like 2, so therefore they didn't like the pre-sequel because it wasn't 1. But then there were people that didn't like 1 for how it took itself and wouldn't touch the pre-sequel because it was tainted by being related to Borderlands at all. So then there were people who liked Borderlands 2 and actually took it seriously, but then didn't like the tongue-in-cheek nature of the pre-sequel. So you end up with like 3 groups of people that kind of all individually, for some reason, don't like the pre-sequel. When really it should kind of be taken as its own game, like it's part of the series, but it should just kind of be taken as its own game where you just do ridiculous nonsense. Now, what did I just do? What did I just do? I think I did bad. Let me think about what I just did. What I wanted was a bridge across. See, I just built a permanent tunnel, one that doesn't move, which is not what I wanted because that's always an opening. Someone could charge in through that. I suppose that could be allowed if this was my barracks. What I was wanting was to be able to take this water and throw it that way. Did I need some way to shut this by doing so? If I did a drawbridge and I pulled it up, would the water not bubble up and go out? That could have been one of the ways I did it. That would mean that this water would have to be higher than this, though. I mean, it would shoot out a bit of water. Is that how that works? Let me test to see if that's how that works. I'm gonna start removing this floor to test this idea. So is that where Disney got the idea to do Star Wars? Do one bad thing and another bad thing and then unite everybody in appeasing nobody with the third? I mean, yeah. The rules are you need to fear for your character's life. You need to respect other characters' integrity, as in not to impose things on them. Wait, what? The roleplay serves its own experience, not official. Like you're part of a community and you build a role-playing character, give them goals, and go do jobs and meet other people's characters. The outcome of an altercation is determined by dice rolls and medical staff RP.
Is at hand.
Wait, what? So it's video game LARPing, if I'm understanding this right. So LARPing is live action role play. So it'd be Vergurping? Vergurp video game roleplay? Vergurping? That sounds like LARPing, but through the auspices of Grand Theft Auto. So Vergurp? Do you get to do anything in it? So here's the thing. When I roleplay to do fantastic, stupid shit. Like magic or grim dark of Warhammer 40K. So like, what are you role playing in it? Are we good? Oh, also. Oh, that's already over. It sounded like there was 2 audios going. You play a citizen. You want to roleplay as a magician to make other people believe you have magical powers. I don't I understand, but I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to figure out how that would work. What did I just do? I hit space and something happened. Am I still streaming? I think we're good. But you might convince them or not. If you're good or a moderator, maybe a medic or police. I mean, if I was doing something like that, it would be like medic or police. CJ the Insane Gifter stopped by, gifting a sub to Uru's Room. Thank you so much, Insane Gifter. How you doing? I think I saw you recently. I stopped by for a sec, but then something came up. Were you streaming yesterday or the day before? CJ? I think I'm gonna try to shut you out. I think I saw you streaming.
Hiya.
Yes, I was. See, I knew it. I had some scheduling things, but I kind of tried to stop by. Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition. Much more definitive than the other editions. How have you been, CJ? CJ gifted a sub to the Mountain Home. Medics are available as a profession. While
CJ underscore the underscore insane underscore
characters.
gifter gifted a tier 1 sub to Mountain Home. They have given 174 gift subs in the channel.
Why did that one get read but not the other one? Good. Good. I don't know why the other one didn't get it. What do you mean white hat characters? Something in hack and shit. I'm thinking white. You say white hack, I think hacking. They can't do crimes willingly. Well, no, duh. They're police. Why would a police officer do crimes willingly? Unless they're corrupt. No. Of course a police officer would do it. But at least then I could see, like, the challenge is the wrong word, the conflict of I'm trying to track people down and catch them doing the crime. I mean, you can't play a crook. Well, of course. Because your idea is that everyone else is playing a crook and you're trying to catch them. It'd be really goofy if you were also the crook. You're a crook, I'm a crook, but I'm a good kind of crook, so I get to kill you. No, that would just be mean. Yeah. So I'm going to do something very stupid, People think it's dumb. I'm going to try to... I don't remember how a drawbridge works with water pressure. So I'm going to make a drawbridge across this and then see what happens when I open it when it's under pressure. And hopefully we do not all die. I know you can lower a drawbridge while dropping water on it and it will get rid of the water, but that would only get rid of its square of water, right? So in terms of working as a regular bridge, if there was water that was pushing on it, the pressure would then be able to apply, yes? Or do you have a virtual floor of no pressure? Imagine the organ harvesting kind of doctor. Ah, I see you've come back to me again. Are you paying with a spleen or a pancreas this time? Build bridge that raises to the right. And I could probably just look this up on the wiki, but I'd rather experiment. Make this with the obsidian blocks. Oh god, I played too much Rimworld for my own sanity. No, because someone inspired me. Someone inspired me. I forget which one of you it was. Someone pointed out to me the fallen sun cycle, the dark sun cycle, the no sun cycle. I forget what it's called. But I didn't look into it too much because the idea itself I thought was pretty decent. Someone pointed out to me that what I did not understand about this is it's a game played by Jesse Cox and another gentleman that I recognize, or another gentleman or two that I recognize from other RPGs done online. But the sunfall cycle. But the idea is that they are doing, I think, 5th edition. I don't know what the hell they're doing. But they're stuck in Dark Souls. I kind of like that idea because what it means is it allows me to focus on one area and everyone's reactions to things, which is what I'm good at. I can usually pull off 1 or 2 of those type of in detailed areas. But if you're doing it to where it's one thing with a semi-time loop, then that means that I can do a build trap lever. That I can build a lever. What that means is I can actually go even more into detail than I normally do. And even if something ends up too difficult for the party, then it won't kill them. So I was kind of half inspired by that. That's why I didn't look into it too much. Because I didn't want to either be derivative of what they're doing or be put off because they did so well at it. Sunfall cycle. So like I saw them do the first battle outside the village city thing where they're on a road, and it turned out that the chick couldn't heal. It got as far as the chick couldn't heal like she thought she could. She tried like bluffing people into being like, oh, we're gonna be friends or you're gonna work for me or something like that. I forget exactly what it was. She was doing some weird like check against people to be like, I'll heal you. And then afterwards the DM was like, well, you know, you really can't. You don't have the heals in you. And it was like, oh. And that was the last thing that I watched on it. But the idea by itself was enough to inspire me a bit. My character has 2 jobs in GTA RP. He's a taxi driver with a drinking problem that got a job as a bartender and shoplifts alcohol to sell to people. Okay. Taxi driver with a drinking problem that got a job as a bartender and shoplifts alcohol to sell to people. Does he sell it in a taxi? And then while I'm here, are you connected like I thought you should be connected by now? Building has no links. I fucking hate you. I got suspended.
No.
Cannot reach site. Why can you not reach site? Oh, you're serious. You genuinely cannot reach that site because that is out there and I got rid of the connection. This game is going to be the death of me. Holy shit, you jackass. Fine. We'll do it your way. You son of a bitch. If I remove this one piece of floor, I can turn it into a channel that'll get you to the door bridge. The drawbridge. The floodgate. Now, have you been connected? You have been connected. I wish to test this connection. It's by the uwu room, which means it's sufficiently out of the way, but also close enough for me to have a general idea of what it's supposed to be used for. I hate you so much, whoever that was. Why were you crossing that? Let me guess, you're injured now too? No, you're just drowning. Why? Why were you there? Idiot. This is one of the reasons why I need to get this emergency drainage system working. Out of all the times you could have possibly been there, are you fucking kidding me? There you go. Oh, you're under a lot of pressure. I didn't know you were under that much water pressure. You sunk straight to the bottom, didn't you? All that water just fucking slammed on his head. All right, at least now you're not gonna drown, 'cause it's not gonna be sevens. Idiot. Well, that definitely works. Now I have to figure out how to get this guy out of here. Well, hold on. He should be able to go the long way. I need to channel this, then he'll be able to get out. He'll have a path as soon as this is channeled. This is why I needed that emergency drainage system installed. That's... who is this? Big Brain McGillicuddy? Dictator Bob. I think Dictator Bob was somewhere in our, like, menage a trois of people screwing each other. So we can't just kill him or else the confusion will end. And we like our confusion. All right, now that he's connected to that, you can unsuspend because you now have a path. Up here, I can lower that bridge again. I should be flooding the area right now to test the system, but I suppose I'm not allowed. You should now be leaving. He's not even leaving. Oh my God, it's not that much water, you moron. All you have to do is pathfind through the river itself and then walk out. It is not a complicated path. Great, now the liquid thing isn't helping. Please tell me you can figure that out. Moron. I hate you. I hate your fucking face. Please go die. I hate your face. How am I getting water up here now? Okay, they're grabbing things. What are they doing over here? I'm so confused. There was another way to do this. There's another faster way to do this. Why are you pathfinding the long way? You have to go out of the base, down, a bunch of Z levels, over, down, up, across, then up, then across to get there. Or you just leave the base, go right and cross a bridge. Why are you pathfinding the stupid way? Why do every single one of you exist to cause me headaches? Now I'm worried that someone's gonna be down there. We'll get to that water. Build construction floor. We'll worry about the water that's down there later. What is this? Are you an obsidian block or are you a wood block? Obsidian. Build construction floor. All right, let's redo this, and then I think we're good for flooding. So let's thaw out the Chuwu, the two Chuwu ice block. And see how this system works. All right, we've resumed that, which will cause a surge of water in this room. Did you have a mood? Holy shit. This man's having a mood. He wants a jeweler shop. I never built the jeweler shop. Someone reminded me to rebuild it, and I didn't. Someone was right, and I should have listened to them, but I didn't because I am a horrible, horrible person. Gonna make it out of logs. Hopefully when he grabs the damn thing, he won't go crazy. Oh, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I did too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Someone told me. I forgot who it was, but someone told me. I didn't listen. How is there armor in the river? Because now that's gonna fall into the reservoir for the hospital. That's like legit armor too. Why is there armor in the... What is wrong with you?
You there. I'm building an Give me the
All right, he claimed the workshop. He's fine for now, I guess. And he's already starting. Good, we saved him. He's not crazy. The Chuwu is filling up. Hopefully we haven't sucked people in. Build construction 4. So because this was smooth? Question. If I build a road, I can't build a road on the stone, but I can build it on this, right? But what's below it is stone, right? So what happens when I furrow the ground by saying dirt road? Does it reveal the stone? Or does the mud permanently ruin this from the stone beneath? It's not clay, though. This was stone. How have you de-stoned the floor, you nut jobs? So anywhere mud touches, I have to build artificial floor on because it's now ruined. Are you kidding me? I can't believe it literally fucking converted it into this nonsense garbage. In case the mud spreads into here, let's preemptively cover this floor with fucking more obsidian to overwrite the clay layer. It wasn't clay, but okay. Let that happen. All right, so Tachuu's filling up. Tachuwu is now mostly filled up, and Tachuu's Ubu room is pouring in. What I want to do secondarily is stop the secondary drain. I don't want that to drain either. I want this water to go to full cap, if I can.
At last, I finished the artifact.
Oh,
it's
good. Thank you.
beautiful. I'll
We have
name
made
it-
Lesson Bandits a perfect cat's eye. This is worth 48,000 dwarf bucks. This is a perfect cat's eye. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. It menaces with spikes of cat's eye. Good, fantastic. So glad we all nearly died for you. All right, so this is pouring in. That has been blocked. Kind of wish I had a way to block that down there, but I can't. Just can't. And the water would normally be higher, so I'm going to re-pressurize this to negate what I had to do. Liquids, 7, range, 5, 5, 1. Correction, new idea. Range, 5, 5, 3. I just pressurize it for multiple Z levels up. That'll automatically fill in the bottom rows using the mathematical knowledge that we all know from the College of Dwarfology videos. Available now wherever YouTube is seen. Whoever did those College of Dwarfology videos, boy, was he smart. The random dump shit suck, clear as mud. Yeah, I knew it. There's a floor issue at some point. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that one was just done perfectly. All right, pressurize that Z level. Now we have an issue at this point where I don't have a pressure release, and if I don't pressure release at the level of the Uwu, then we're going to have a big problem. Now pressurize up to there, which means short the one over here, we're good. Or not? Why is it like there's a weird circle over there? just go way over everything and just drop the water in. All right, where are we now? We are up to here. We're up to the bridge, but not above the bridge. Jesus Christ, just pressure. How much did I do? I didn't realize that this area contained this much water in it. Holy crap. I'm trying to see how well it responds to the pressure. The correct answer is it doesn't, because it never gets any. All right, let that sink in. How much have we done now? We haven't even filled it up to this level yet. However, we have enough pressure to test this theory. The drawbridge does stop water. New idea. Hold on. What am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8, 8, 20. All right, so we have a stack of 8x8 water falling down straight into the water. That is going to pressurize it up to this exact level. So we pressurize it immediately to the uwu room. Like I said, admittedly, this is where we need a pressure relief valve, because if this pressurizes up, the pressure tries to pop up there at the closest point it can to the source, which is bad. So there's still work needs to be done on the uwu room. However, question, what happens when I pull this drawbridge? This is what I'm needing to test. What happens when I pull that drawbridge? My hope is that it pulls up the drawbridge, the pressure goes up where the drawbridge no longer is, hits the inside of the tunnel, and proceeds to shoot out towards the enemy. Yes! The drawbridge has done it! So, fully pressured, we literally shoot water out at our enemy from the bridge they're trying to come into. So if we time this right, we raise the bridge in their face, they are slammed in the face with water, and it shoots out towards them. And where can they do if they're in the back end, they want to run from the water? They have to run back down the tunnel and try to get safe space on a little anthill. So we have done this mechanic correctly, albeit the loading uwu room has some issues that I need to work out. But that immediately depressurizes the entirety out here to that level. So that was damn near the max pressure it could contain. And what does that do? That shoots down here and starts filling up around them. So they're not going to go down, because then they'd have to go up. So that does exactly what it needs to do, and it traps them at the exact Z level we wanted to trap them at, so that we could shoot at them with our archers. The watering weird anthill plan of ours works. I could probably deal with having a little more water, as we see here, while this water goes in, and it will pressure down and thus fill in all of this across. It is a slow possibility because of how long it takes to fulfill that second loop that they could get across. I would like this to be more pressure, to pressurize faster, so that this fills to 7s but then stops. We have the Z level for the bridge correctly. We just need, or no, I think everything worked out correctly. Yeah, we just need more water. We need more capacity in it when we do so. And then, as they are up here, we station our archers here to kill them. We are done with that. We say, all right, this worked well. We raise the bridge. Now, this is the second test. What happens when I lower the bridge into it? What happens when we lower the bridge into this nonsense? I don't think anything bad will happen, even though there is a water pressured bubbling there, and it is at 7s at the back end. I think because you use drawbridges and or doors when you try to destroy water from aquifers, which means it should just be able to lower correctly, and I shouldn't get much backsplash up my bridge. I don't, because this water is actually 1 Z level down, so I get no water to come back unless I had any water there, in which case it goes that. So the inside of the bridge, the inside of the base is perfectly safe from the water pressure. Either it is up and the water pressure shoots out, or it is down and there is no pressure to shoot back. It is a diode. It is a one-way gate of water pressure to destroy our enemies. Now that we have done that, what we can do is we pretend we've killed out the people here, which shot up again in pressure somehow. Something funny happened. I don't know what, but something funny happened with the water pressure because somehow this filled up the 7s. Maybe it was just a matter of time and I wasn't paying attention to it. But when we're done with that, I should be able to open up this lever now, and that will drain the water. However, it should drain it semi-relatively fast for a couple of the Z levels. It should drain to the bottom, I think. It may only do so in that vertical square above the drain. That one I always seem to get a little fishy on how that works. I just opened up the wrong one. Oh no. Oh no. I'm draining the entire river. That was the wrong one to do. I just drained the tower's aquifer system. It's a water cannon, yes. It is a one-way water cannon of self-based defense that I will try to use as the primary entrance for invaders. All right, we'll close off that so we can stop doing the water pressure. This is what I was trying to do. Let's pretend like that's what I did do. Now, when that lever is pulled, water starts shooting down there. And it looks like it did immediately take an entire sea level of pressure. What was directly above it, though, not the stuff to the left or the right, but anything that could be directly above the water immediately updated through the pressure system and is down here running out the map. Yep, so that worked correctly. We created extra capacity by having 3 Z layers that could all individually run off the map. They're not going to. As it pushes out, it's going to go down and teleport out. But if there were an update to the water physics system where it could back up upon itself, we have 3 Z layers of capacity. And we see here that it used some of them. There is ones at other layers where it did do this because they do have a floor on that layer of the initial surge out before it updated again going down. But that takes out the pressure so that it should be relatively fast to get in because we see there's no pressure on the left. Right now, we could leave the base from the left, come across here, and then other than waiting for that particular bit to drain, we'd be good to go across and get whatever was in the middle. It is safe. The right side might be slightly more annoying, and I have no clue where we got the tables or the logs from, but we have them now, and this is what we have to live with. Of course it did. Of course it did.
Let's have another one. Let's just fucking have another one. Why not? That wasn't the right one. All right. The Cyclops Saki Forlive Epiv Diogetheta Mima has come. A giant humanoid monster with a single eye set in its forehead. It's such a shame you've already blown your water cannon. Ha 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 ha.
Seriously though, what a prick. Oh my, why is the aquifer lever next to the anthill lever? What's with all the Cyclops? I think they heard we killed their friend. A, C, D. Okay, him. All right, who's running out there? Are you a military dwarf? He is. He's got the order to kill. Let's follow Tapioke. I have faith in you, Tapioke. I think Tapioke just died. Tapioke is dead. Who's next? NPC Shigaroth. Get him, Shigaroth. I feel like Shigaroth didn't get him. That looked like a long way to fly with a single punch. Oh, you took a lot of trauma to your head and skull. I guess that's the spine purging attack. All right, next up, Eldritch. Eldritch is stressed. Eldritch wins. So we just lost Shigaroth, which means we lost the 5-fold mating dance. Coca-Cola 5 has inherited the title of mayor, though. Congratulations, Coca-Cola 5. And are you alive, buddy? Eldritch? Eldritch has no wounds. How does Eldritch have no wounds? First of all, what do the Cyclops do? I think we know. The Cyclops punch. That's what the Cyclops does. He punches. Cyclops punches the Hauler in left leg. It opens up and gores. Cyclops are just really, really strong. Punches him in the head and the injured part collapses. And that killed him. Yep. That's exactly what happened. The Cyclops just likes punching people till they die. The real question is, what did Eldritch do? I think it's like the second or third one of these Eldritch has done personally. What made him go down? So Eldritch keeps hacking at him with a steel battle axe, and I'm willing to bet having a steel battle axe probably helps. Real question, how do you not get beat in? Like Eldritch jumps in and it's all on Eldritch is on the offensive, not the defensive. I don't know how. The Cyclops, but it's blocked by steel shield, but he dodges, blocked by steel shield. Yeah, no, Eldritch is just really, really good at this. I don't think any of these were a successful attack. From the beginning of the fight, Eldritch just had him on the back foot. And then here, it doesn't say it, but this is where lethal was essentially done. Eldritch hacks the Cyclops in the right lower leg with a steel battle axe, tearing the muscle. Eldritch hacks the Cyclops in the head with a steel battle axe, tearing apart the muscle. Eldritch had something around here lowered the Cyclops. Because here on out, it's hitting the head, hitting the head, hitting the head, hitting the head. So it doesn't say he gave him the pain, but he had to have taken a knee or something. Because after this, it's just steel battle axe at the steel battle axe blow to the head until he's just dead. That's all this is. So that is what killed him. I could also confirm it by doing this, I suppose. The Cyclops Saki Forplapive died in the year 238 because bleeding to death. Killed by the dwarf Eldritch using a battle axe. Yeah, he just kept raining blows on the head until he was dead. Really wasn't much more to it. We did, however, just lose 2 more military dwarves. So there goes Tapioke. Tapioke. And an NPC, which is just one of my NPCs, so not the dwarf kill command them. Are there only 4 dwarves in your military? Oh my, that Cyclops just went yeet. Yeah, he did. Yeah, there are only 4 dwarves in the military because I need to recruit more. We've kind of been doing a system where you can be in the military if you want to be, and then people just kind of haven't been. That's why right now the military is the Nosferatu and Eldritch. That's what we have. So I'm going to remove Eldritch from that particular point in the squad so that I can go back, just because the weird way the game works, a military commander, make the military commander be Eldritch. And then if we go back to military, we see he's up here. I don't think that changed any of his gear. Yeah, he should still be fine. Nosferatu can hold his position with the steel spear. I feel like Eldritch, we just need to make sure he has, I was going to say the steel battle axe because that worked for him so well. But what are the other weapons we have? Someone's using a null, but it's not this man. He's not using a null. Who's using a null? Somehow a null is being used, as is Eshiklitot. What the hell are these weapons? I don't remember these. One's a silver mace. We have an artifact silver mace and we haven't been using it. I was gonna sit here a second and absorb the fact that the first artifact I made in this base was an artifact silver mace, and we've never used it. We've just had it sit there, waiting to be used by someone who is worthy. How have we not used an artifact silver? Oh my fucking lord. That's bludgeoning, right? Weapon properties not edged. It's a bludgeoning weapon. A mace is a blunt weapon that consists of a rounded or flanged weight mounted on the shaft compared to the Morning Star. Mace 60%. That's literally, other than it being platinum, is a perfect weapon. Why have we not been using? I'm annoyed right now. Problem is, Eldritch is good with the axe. This guy's good with the spear, so I can't assign them to these guys. I want to see your equipment and weapon. What was the other one? Onultost? What the hell is an Onultost? A yak bone warhammer. Well, I suppose that makes sense. We wouldn't want to use that. So, does anyone want to volunteer to be a silver mace wielding person in my military so that we may win from here on out? Lol. Is silver good for maces? We also haven't been attacked. Yaks again. So, yes, silver is the second best metal in the entire game for maces. You have two things. You have, like, iron is, like, on a scale of 1 to 5. Iron's generally a good 3 in all regards for anything. It's good weights, good sharpness. Steel's usually a good 4 in all regards, but then you have, like, the good metals. If you're doing slashing or piercing, you want something that is as light as possible and as sharp as possible, so it goes through them. So you're gonna want adamantine. But if it's a blunt weapon, because the way the game calculates it, you want it with as small an area as possible, but with as dense a metal as possible, because it hits through armor even. You just hit it and it just does the damage. So the denser the metal, the heavier the metal, the better the weapon. The densest metal that you can make shit out of normally is silver. The densest out of a mood is platinum. So admittedly, we would have probably preferred platinum there. However, artifacts for like to hit and damage rolls added a multiplier of ×3. If you get some, like the quality of the weapon goes up for how well it is. If something's really good quality, like masterpiece level, that what a normal person can make regularly, masterpiece is like a ×2. Only with an artifact do you get a ×3. So we have the best regular metal you can make a mace out of as an artifact. So it is a regular silver mace is really good, but it's ×3 on all rolls, as good as even the best person would be able to do with it. And it's off of that user's rolls. So even if the guy is fucking legendary at something, the artifact is ×3 legendary status. If the guy is piss poor at nothing, admittedly it's kind of weaker. It's ×3 his roll, so it's ×3 regular status. But even then, regular status doing a ×3 roll is still gonna be better than someone whose 3's time is good doing a regular roll, because then it adds it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just good to have. And apparently it was like, yeah, can Dragoman, yeah, you do the request to be in the military system. As long as the next Dragoman gets the room with the KV statue. If you die, I'm remarrying. Give it to my ghost girlfriend. Didn't the hammerer use the bone hammer? I think so, but I think the hammerer is dead. So we need a new hammerer. That's probably why it's red, is it's assigned to whoever the hammerer was. Yep, the Mountains of Oak. That is assigned to whoever the hammerer is. Which is probably why he died, because he just ran out right now and died, didn't he? I've been sending out people to just die. Was that the Shigarus? He's just using his hands to fight, so I don't think it mattered anyways. I wonder if we just sent the NPC out to die. Was Tapayoke the hammerer? Yeah. Shit, the first person out was using the bone hammer. No wonder he got yeeted. Whoops. Probably should have been paying attention to that. Bruising the fat, and bruising the stomach. Did a bunch of good damage for using a bone hammer. Dragoman says Mace Dwarf. Thank you, Dragoman. The bone hammer. All right, I'm going to pause on you. Let's see what time it is. Pause on you. I want to be a Dragoman. I will complete that now. Dragoman, and I will change your equipment immediately, post haste. to using the strongest weapon this entire base has. Hands down, the strongest weapon. The steel battle axe, because to point this out, that's a regular steel spear, right? Which steel is very good for a spear, don't get me wrong. We've seen this guy get a bunch of good kills, but it's regular. So even for the material, it's only whatever his stat is. His stat's running it. Eldritch has got good quality, but it's not the best. Little star symbol, it's not the best. So we'll say he's getting 1.5 times, and he's raining in kills with the steel battle axe. Dragoman's will be times 3. So as his mace skill goes up, this will be doing more than Eldritch's as that goes up. They're missing their leg and using crutches. Doesn't matter. He'll be fine. I have faith in him. Now, I put everything on pause that I could because there's still at the very end some things I never did. The shrine to the turkey. I made the statue, but I did not get the shrine. So what is this back here? What are you? This is a pin pasture that I'm not using. I don't know what this is. I'm removing it. There was just a cage back there for some reason. I'm gonna remove the cage, put the statue there. That'll be the shrine to the turkey. As soon as someone decides to, you know, remove the cage like I told them to. Or has it already been removed? There's just a bunch of shit there for some reason. Build statue. Yeah, I can just build here. Okay, fine. Statue of an Etten, I'm gonna assume is the one that has the Etten getting its ass kicked. All right, so someone builds that statue, will be good. I'm gonna consider that the shrine. Medium quality room. Want an office? Okay, so Speedy Noob wanted an office. This is the last room that I haven't done. I will get Speedy Noob his thing, and then, like I said, we'll find someone to raid or something. Give me a sec. We have to do closing procedures. Waiting for this to get done. But these are like the last requests. Like, I'm finishing up our requests. We're not doing any more requests from here on out, at least for today. All right, from this statue, I will make this be a sculpture garden. That's it, it's just a sculpture garden. To confirm this is the right statue. This is a well-crafted koboldite statue of an Etten. It should be an Etten, I believe. The item is a rendition of the Bronze Abbey, an image of an Etten and a turkey hen. The turkey hen is striking down the Etten. The image was commissioned by the Channels of Speaking, a local dwarven government. All right, so the turkey attack done, and then bedroom. Speedy Noob says, I want an office with a woodworking bench and a tool rack to store all my tools so I can make amazing pieces of art. Well, I can't quite do that. I can get you an office. They don't have those particular furnitures in the game. I think they had those in Masterwork mod, but I don't think they have them, like, they're definitely not in Lazy Noob Pack anywhere. So you want an office. Office, I think, was the first room. You said medium, so it's a 5. I can get you an office. If you wish, with woodworking bench, I could put a carpentry in. No, you're a craft store. So what you're saying is you want your craft dwarf thing down in your office. I can do that. That is what we will do. Autumn has come. I will put in the center north. We will put your woodworking. We will put in a crafting thing that only the Speedy Noob is allowed to use. And then below that, we will put in a desk, no, or a chair, whichever furniture it is that makes it count as an office. We'll do that. No, we won't do that. I mean, we'll do that maybe. I think he just wants. Are you still here, Speedy? I'm thinking he just wants the actual wood working thing. If he just wants that, I can put that square center. That can be his area. Because otherwise, technically, I mean, I think I've already technically made his office. We made the thing upstairs that was dedicated to him. Only he can use it now. That's what we did. That's his office. Unless he's wanting one underground. And a small wood stockpile. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So hold on, pause. Because in order for that to work correctly, he would need a stockpile. But the craft dwarf shop up top has been assigned to him and him alone. So this is his office. The Speedy Noob. He has it already. And it's just not right. It's by a wood stockpile. So I think he already has it. He said office, and I immediately thought like the office down below. But he's talking about so he can actually do work. He's talking about what a regular person would call an office, not what Dwarf Fortress calls an office. So I'm thinking he's already done. Unless he wanted it to be spruced up or something, but... Because if he's wanting to work in it, then that's not going to go downstairs. It's not going to work well. It needs to be by the wood, which should be up here. So I'm going to just say he's done. I think he's good. I'm gonna mark that as complete. Because everything he's saying is so he could do work. And he's already got one assigned to him. That's so he can do work. Why does this look buggy as hell? Yeah, there is. There's things that have just fallen on it. Oh, did our one thing ever drain? Are we good down here? We're still draining from this room. I need an extra way to drain. I need like a drain from this straight into the river, like up here, so it just drains into the river faster or something. So now the whole thing is waiting for the left side drained as fast as I thought it would. That was good. I just did not anticipate how much water would be left in reserve on this side. So that we'll have to fix during the next stream. I didn't think that one through. But that worked so beautifully. You all have to admit, that worked fucking fantastically. It was like, whoop, just anyone coming up that little hill right there is like, we're gonna invade the base. And they see the drawbridge just rise, and a fucking tidal wave of water goes, and it gains a malicious sentience as it chases them down into the ant nest so we can shoot them with bolts while they sit there pointlessly. Because the thing is, even if they're swimming creatures, they don't try to by default if they can't pathfind somewhere. In other words, they won't pathfind to swim up. So if all around them the tunnel has filled the 7 out of 7, they won't swim down and swim out to swim up. They'll only do that if they're in the water. They will not leave safe space to swim down through submerged tunnels to then come back up. So they will be stuck there. Particularly useful is if I can get any of their melee people to do that. If I get their melee people to do that, they're stuck there for my free experience. No problem. If it turns out something gets stuck there that's really annoying and I can't kill it, like it has some super range attack, like a Forgotten Beast or something like that, then I will have the lava channeled up to drop on them from above. Worst case scenario, we have obsidian. I mine through the obsidian afterwards. So we will have a ant harvesting capabilities, and we will also have a, will you drown or I burn you to death? And if you try to go swimming as the lava catches you, you get stuck in obsidian, so you're dead anyways. So the next stream on this will work on tweaking the water system. This might not need to be quite so big an area. I could probably make that flat. We don't need all this space down here. The less water we have over here as a capacity, the more water will get thrown into the tunnel. So it'll serve two purposes. It'll be faster to drain and it'll be faster to fill if I reduce the pre-tunnel capacity of this area right here. If I just straighten that out, that probably saves a bunch of things. And then we do magma. Could a statue of Dragonman and Dominate be added to Dragonman's tomb? Asking now because they'll probably die soon. I can't request it using points right now. No. I mean, yes, but no. So, they don't have a tomb, right? Like, they're not dead. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm just recounting what we did. Like, we're not, like, we're good for now. If you're talking about for the next time I stream, it can be requested then. And also, I'll be streaming in the middle of the week, so you'll have resources. Because the problem that I'm worried about is if I do the thing, shut up, is if I try to put it in now, I don't think it will hold on to it. You could try reminding me on Discord and before next Saturday's stream. Trying to figure out how to save the game and exit. All right. They do already have a tomb set up. All right, then the question is just whether or not statue can be added. I'll have something tweaked, so yes on that. You'll just need to remind me. However, let me see who or what is on right now. Like I said, we're going to see if someone is on and or if they're good enough. Are they good enough for administrations? I look under slaves to Armach 2 for Dwarf Fortress. There are 3 other streamers. Correction 2, I don't treat Sayadad as a streamer. I see Legend Shift is streaming. Let me click on him real quick just to make sure he's not getting off. And I'm going to stop recording at this point. So any of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.